Hello guys and welcome to United's Glory. Here we are again. The Glazers are not backing Ollie for the second transfer window in a row. Manchester United don't look like they're signing anybody, and they should do, considering the position we've found ourselves in this season, with a title race on the cards, with a potential title in the touching distance. Liverpool are going out and backing Jurgen Klopp this January by signing Ozan Kabak from Schalke, I believe. What are our board doing? Nothing. Signing no one, just getting rid of Deadwood, which should be done, but it should have been done last summer, whilst Ed Woodward was literally twiddling his thumbs. But here we are again after not backing Ollie last summer, and I don't care what anybody says, signing Diallo and Pellistri, even though they're exciting young prospects, that isn't backing a manager to push forward to the next level in terms of Premier League outcomes and performance. That's just buying young players, which is something Manchester United have always done. Backing Ollie last summer would have been signing a Jadon Sancho. You know, okay, they may have got away with it. Ollie and the team have got ourselves to where nobody thought we would get, and that's challenging for a title race. Look, we've dipped in form, and Man City look like they're taking control now, but nobody expected us to be here halfway through a season. After they luckily, the Glazers I'm talking about, after they luckily potentially saved a lot of money on Jadon Sancho by his form dipping at Borussia Dortmund, with his contract winding down even further, they could sign him now and give this team the push they need to really aggressively fight for that title. Are they? No. Now, it's not just about Jadon Sancho, it could be any position. We've always talked about how much Manchester United need a centre-back, a DM, or even a right-back to compete with Wan-Bissaka. Are we signing anyone? No. We're getting rid of the Deadwood, sure. But, all that's doing is putting more money in the Glazers' pockets. They're saving money on wages. They're getting the transfer fees, as little as it is. It's still not going back out and invested into the team. We've talked about this before. The Glazers are not interested in outlaying, say, 60 to 100 million for Manchester United to win a league title, or even get to that next level and start competing in the Champions League, which is what would have happened, say they get a Jadon Sancho or a Jack Grealish or any top class player. They're not interested in that because the difference in, say, winning the league is 1 or 2 million over coming fourth. That's the prize money. We've talked about this before. So what's the business what's the business sense in spending 60 million to make 2 million? They're not interested. They're just hoping Ollie pulls out miracles all the time. And fair play to Ollie at the minute. As critical as I was for him against Arsenal, he is pulling out miracles. He shouldn't be in this position in a title race at this stage of the season with how much he was back last summer. But we're used to this now, aren't we? We're used to this greedy board not backing the manager. So what are Manchester United expected to compete for this year now? I mean, Liverpool are backing their manager. Man City have had tons of investment in their squad. And we ultimately do nothing. Nothing again, but their bar is higher than ours right now. So clearly we need to make improvements as a squad. They're doing well, but we need to make improvements. And we're doing nothing. So the Glazers are screwing Ollie over again. And okay, maybe they're saying, let's wait till the summer to bring in a player. But how can you overlook the fact that we brought in Bruno Fernandes last year, who literally turned our whole season around? Last year, Ollie was on the chopping block, as far as I'm concerned, until Bruno basically came in and saved him. Ollie was falling off that cliff. Bruno put out his hand and grabbed Ollie's hand and pulled him back on the cliff because Ollie was done out there. The players didn't look like they were fully playing for him, but Bruno came in with his attitude, his eagerness, his drive, his ambition, and it literally it was a switch, wasn't it? It was the Cantona effect. It literally just turned the level of the side from one level to a next, probably even 2 levels above. But rather than go on and back the manager, the Glazers would rather just say, oh, look, let's let it play out and hopefully we get a high position. It's just, the worrying thing is Liverpool are still a very good team. They've had a hard patch recently, and let's face it, most of it is down to the loss of Van Dijk. When you lose a world-class centre-back like that, when you lose a leader and a key player in your team, you're going to dip in form. The same would happen to us. We lost Bruno, we'd be screwed. But, you know, you can bring in players to play around them so you can kind of fill in those gaps when something doesn't happen. They brought in Van der Beek. Ollie doesn't fancy him. What on earth is going on there? Did Ollie really want Van der Beek? You know, Van der Beek's a very good player. I like him, but is he an Ollie kind of player? You know, the type of player Van der Beek is a player that's more suited to a possession team, say I don't know, like a Man City. I mean, he won't get in Man City, of course, but, you know, I think he would be more akin to those type of footballing philosophers, or even a Barcelona or a Real Madrid. But so did Ollie really want Van der Beek? Are they backing this manager at all? I don't think they are. I think they saw that Van der Beek was cheap and that he was a good name, so they brought him in. And it's obviously not working out because he isn't dislodging Bruno and Paul Pogba from the team, because he doesn't make a big enough impact and he doesn't suit where Manchester United are in their evolution right now. Honestly, I'm just so frustrated. There's a title race right there. There's a title race right there, and we could really go for it, especially after the bad results we've had recently. How do you lift this team now? You bring in a transfer. We brought in Bruno in the last few days of the last January transfer. Transformed our season completely, and, you know, we ended up getting top 4 despite us being miles off at the end of January, and things looked bleak at the end of January as well. It's not like we were on good form at the end of January, but we're still far behind. We were miles behind and playing awful. Remember that 2-0 loss to Burnley? In comes Bruno Fernandes, fortunes turn around. Look, obviously it's not going to work every January. That's not going to work every January, but, you know, you can bring in players that can improve your fortunes in the last half of the season. And we're just not doing it. We're not doing it. We're not doing anything. And, you know, I'm just sick of these Glazers. Absolutely sick of them. They need to go. Obviously, they're not going to go, and there's nothing we can do about it. You know, they're out there putting money into the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I believe they're in the Super Bowl final, and they're cheering about it. But I know a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan, and, you know, they've said that the Glazers haven't invested in their team for years before recently. Are we undergoing the same thing? For the Glazers, it's just a business. It's not a football club. It's how much profits they make. Like I've put in the thumbnail of this video, it's profits versus title. Ollie wants to win a title. The Glazers want to win profits. That's what this is all about for them. So frustrating. Look, I know the economy is not the same and you can't go out putting stupendous outlays on players, but, you know, look at Liverpool's improvements in the financial department because they won a league recently. They're competing for Champions League. You win trophies, you compete for high honours. You know, you get the following that pay the money to, you know, drive up dividends. But, you know, there's a saying, I believe it's something like some companies use 2 + 2 = 3, 2 + 2 = 5 as a business quota. And it's about whether they want to go for abundance or they want to save money. And these Glazers are 2 + 2 = 3 every single flipping transfer window. They never want to try and be ambitious and drive the team to better, I don't know, like down better roads and achieve bigger things to bring in money. They don't want to take that risk because they don't want to say to their investors, and the board don't want to say to the investors that, you know, we're taking risks with your money. I've had enough. Anyway, guys, just a bit of a rant. Yeah, there's a few hours left of the January transfer window. I don't see us bringing anyone in. Really don't. But you never know. You never know. But we'll see. I mean, I won't be surprised if we don't bring anyone in. Maybe there's a free transfer out there. I don't even think there's that. You know, we could have really put down a marker saying, look, this is it. We're going for this Premier League this year. Give the team that boost in energy, that boost in confidence going into those, I think it's last 18 games. You know, with that type of mentality, we have a chance because let's face it, we're not as good as Man City and Liverpool at our peak. We're still a level below, and not only can this player, you know, help us get to that level higher, and even if they don't, if they come in and improve our fortunes just a little bit, you know, football is very much about mentality. So if you have that mentality that you can go out and win a game and you have all these options to win a game, You know, there's every chance that Man City and Liverpool could slip up and we could get the momentum. It's all about momentum. Football's all about momentum, but you know, all the Glazers do anything. They don't want to help the team. Ollie's literally doing this on his own. Anyway, like I said, end of the video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Who would you have signed this January? Do you think there's any player out there that could have helped us win the title this year that's available? Or do you think we should just save our money till the summer? I mean, it's just so frustrating, because if Man City and Liverpool hit form next year and we have even the remotelyest rocky start, we are not competing next year, because Man City and Liverpool know how to withhold their form once they get into the momentum. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and help me on my road to 1,000 subscribers. By all means, if you don't like the channel after a few days or a few months or a few years, you can always unsubscribe. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you love talking about Manchester United, you know, I think you'll like the channel, because that's what we do, is talk about Manchester United. Smash the like button if you think the Glazers are screwing Ollie over again for the second time after last summer. Now they're doing it again. They don't back managers that are showing any kind of success at all. That's my frustrating thing. They'll only back a manager when they're out of the Champions League, or a new manager. Get Champions League and be successful. You won't get backed by this board. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.